cultural shift at this point? Have we started to see the pendulum move the other way? Because it was, as far as for the last, I don't even know, since Obama at least. So we're talking what, 8, 10 years. We've seen this push, this sort of woke push, which started fine, like everything does, right? It starts fine. It starts in a good place, like acceptance, tolerance, all that kind of stuff. And we're all like, yeah, no, hey, we're into that. Just like the gay and lesbian movement, and all that started in the '80s. And I'm sure at first there was all kinds of pushback and stuff. I'm a little too young to have really recognized that as a movement because I was alive, but not really very old at that time. But now to see what we're dealing with now is this cultural um, push towards transgender rights, and then the nonsense that's jumped on board with it. All these other things that are going on. People are calling themselves pansexual and all these different things that you're just making up. Now you're just making up stuff as we go here. I can say whatever I want and add sexual to the end of it, and then just give you a garbage meaning of what that means, and I guess you have to accept it. But now we might be seeing this cultural push now back to common sense, where people are, um, we realize now that we have moved well into um, acceptance and tolerance of uh, different people and different, um, you know, whatever whatever you want to call it, different ways that we want to project ourselves out to others, and we accept it for the most part, obviously, um, because if somebody wants to be known as whatever, I have no problem with that, and I think most people don't. But I think where they overstepped is again with the kids. I think now that we see these drag shows for kids, and we're seeing a Target, a major company, putting out these displays that are clearly being pushed at kids. Then we see people like Phil Mulvaney with on TikTok talking to kids and doing the nonsense that they're doing on there. We get people that have just said enough's enough. Like we've had enough. So now that we're starting to see this cultural shift go the other way, I think people are going to really start to get on it, and this fire is really going to start to cook. And I think Bud Light and Target are the two. They're the first in, and people are going to really see that it's working. These boycotts are actually working, which is sad. Again, I mean, for me, I actually like Bud Light Lime. I like it. It's a good beer. So if let's say, for example, Anheuser-Busch gets boycotted and like, so Bud Light doesn't exist anymore, oh, I get hurt because I like that beer. Not Bud Light, Bud Light Lime. There's a difference. Um, so, but if that's what's needed to push us away from this uh, divisive and garbage progressive culture that we're in right now, so be it. I mean, I guess I'll have to find another beer to drink. Hopefully, maybe Anheuser-Busch will come out with something else that tastes exactly the same. I don't know. Maybe we'll see.